right, so you want to be a truck driver, and you want to know what are the things that may prevent you from doing that. What are the reasons why some candidates get rejected? All right, so when you first fill out your application, some of the main reasons we have applicants get rejected are too many employers. If you change jobs a lot, all right, if you're a job hopper is what they like to call it in the industry, that can prevent you from getting a job in trucking at certain companies, okay? Especially ones that have training schools. Some of them do not like that. Prime is one of them. I don't know exactly what their limit is, but I believe it's 3 jobs in 12 months for a student, and it's 2 jobs in 1 year for an experienced driver. I believe those are the limits. Another thing that happens is they can't verify your past employment. So you fill out your application, you send it in, they're trying to call your old employers, they can't get a hold of nobody to verify you work there. All right, DOT says they have to verify some employment so many years depending on if you're driving or not. It's different for students than it is experienced drivers and whatnot. That's another thing that can prevent you. Nowadays, before you come to orientation at Prime, you take a drug test. Why do we take it before orientation now, before you ever get on the bus? Because we've had that many people fail it at Prime. All right, so that is a reason that you will get rejected from Prime. All right, other reasons may not happen until you arrive at orientation. Maybe you can't pass the physical. All right, physical is not that hard, but we have people who can't pass it for whatever reason. Blood pressure reasons, sugar in their urine, blood in their urine, too many medications, and they have to go back home and get more information from a doctor. Stuff like that may cause you to get rejected. All right. The inability to pass the permit test if you're coming to the school side of things. All right. That's why I tell all my subscribers on here, if you're coming to Prime, really, if you're going to any trucking school, know which state permit test you're going to be taking and study for it. All right, it's all online. You can study for months before you ever come to Prime. So come prepared to pass that permit test. Your inability to pass that permit test by the end of the week will probably get you a bus ticket back home. You don't want that. All right. Any kind of drinking or partying when you're in orientation will get you kicked out. All right, it'll get you a bus ticket home. It'll get you sent out of here. All right, when you come to Prime, you're coming to do business. All right, you're coming for a job interview. You're not here to make friends and hang out and party. All right, I highly recommend you make friends with people in the orientation class. Give you someone to talk to when you're in training, someone experiencing the same thing you are, going through the same thing, but it's not a party time. Okay, meet friends, study the pre-trip together, study the permit test together. Stuff like that. It's not party time, all right, guys? It's not party time. Some of the other things that get you kicked out: late to class. All right? If you're early, you're on time. If you're on time, you're late. If you're late, you're out of here. All right? That's pretty much the deal. All right? Show up on time to your classes. When you come to Prime orientation, it's not like some of these other companies. You don't have a babysitter. You're given a room, you're given a schedule, you need to be where you're supposed to be. If you're not where you're supposed to be one too many times, guess what? Bus ticket home, you're out of here. All right, rejected, gone, out of here, on to somewhere else, I would imagine, if you're lucky enough to have someone pick you up. Another thing that's happened in the past, physical and verbal confrontations. We've had students get in arguments. I haven't never heard of an actual physical fight at campus. I'm sure there have been some, but physical fights take 2. Just like verbal does too, but most physical fights take 2. But I've never heard of one happening. I'm sure they have. But we have had people get in arguments with each other. What happens? They both go home on a bus. Prime's got a long list of people waiting to come in here, guys. They don't need that kind of nonsense. They're not even going to ask questions. They're just going to send both of you home. All right, so just avoid anything like that. Just avoid it at all costs. All right, guys, those are some of the main primary, most common reasons I think people get kicked out or get rejected. But number one thing, you know, make sure you have all your documentation when you come to Prime. You want a certified copy of your birth certificate, which means a raised seal, which means when you run your fingers across it, you can feel the seal has been raised. Make sure you have your employment history. I always recommend to people they bring pay stubs, W-2s, whatever you have to verify employment at some employers. That way, if they can't get a hold of an employer, if you have pay stubs or W-2, you can say, hey, look, I have these. That will usually get you through and use that as verification. Come prepared for the permit test. So study that, be ready for it, get that permit hopefully on Tuesday, right? That's what we want. Most people you want to get on the very first day you can, which is usually on Tuesday. That puts you way ahead of everybody else. Last summer, the last time I checked, which was last summer, first day pass was like 10%. That was it. And there's no reason for that. Right? Everybody on YouTube tells you what you need to do. Just do it. All right? Study for a permit, guys. Come prepared for it. Study your pre-trip. There's all kinds of videos out there. I've got a bunch on my channel alone. There's all kinds of videos. Study your pre-trip, guys. No reason not to. Study it. Study it. Remember, it's not a college dorm. All right? It's company housing. There's a difference. It's not a party house. So keep that in mind. That'll keep you out of trouble. Use your downtime to study with new friends, not hang out with new friends. There's a big difference between the two. Be on time everywhere you go. Be able to verify all of your employment. And just be courteous and always remember you're on a job interview. Those are the keys, I think, to being successful through your orientation process, getting with a trainer, getting into your first phase of your training. All right? Come prepared. Treat it like a job interview. You know, so always be on time. Shower. I hate to, you know, it's a shame I have to say that, but I do. So come prepared, be on time, shower, wear clean clothes. You know, you're not dressing for an office job interview, but you know, your jeans or shorts, you know, and your t-shirt should be clean. Don't come filthy, dirty, and stinking. Nobody wants that. All right, guys, just treat it properly. Come prepared, and I think all of you will do just fine. And you can stay out of that reject category. I think that's pretty dang important to all of you. Anyways, I'm Crazy Bags. I'm a trainer here at Prime. If you come here, there's a good chance you'll see me. If you refer me, there's a chance I'll train you. Just depends how the schedule goes. So, in the meantime, y'all be safe out there. Be smart. Be prepared. Be ready. And I'll see you on the highway. You guys know I just left home time. They sent me out here to pick this trailer up. 140007. It's the one they told me to pick up. So I go up front and I ask them, I go to shipping and I ask them about the trailer. They don't want to give me no empties. And the yard guy said, no, he can have that empty. He said it's missing the door. Look at this. The door laying in the back. The whole damn door. Just laying in the back of the trailer. This is gonna be fun.